Hello, and welcome to Caring for Me, Caring for You, a thought and a prayer for the week. In family caregiving, we really only have one rule, and it's a difficult rule, and one that we often forget. I know I do, and I know many of you do, because I talk to you and you are sharing your stories with me. And what is that rule? This is it. Before I can care for you, I've got to care for myself. It's the old airplane story. I've got to take care of myself physically, emotionally, and spiritually. Because if I'm totally exhausted, if I'm totally spent in every part of my life, I'm really no good to you. I can't give if my well and my being are empty. And so I wanted to take just a moment today because we can get so involved in a situation when something suddenly happens. It can overwhelm us and we can suddenly go into that caregiver mode and I'm going to take care of this and take care of that and fix this and fix that. Yes, that's wonderful. But we must continue to do it appropriately for ourselves. Now, I know since returning from Asia and having an absolutely marvelous time there, thrilled with the work of the Sahaja Foundation and the plans that they are making for the future, and I'm busily writing the paper that I have been invited to present at the International Federation on Aging at their meeting in September in Cape Town, South Africa. It will be the second time I will have the privilege of addressing this group, which meets biannually. And the focus will be Sahaja. But in coming back and getting back into the routine of New York and demands in New York and different projects that are going on, I've said, Greg, wait, let's take a look at this. Let's set some boundaries. I'm not using age as an excuse. I am coming up on 80, but there are certain things that I just get so involved in. And some things that I get involved in, I'm really not interested in. And so I have learned that thank you, but no thank you. That no is a complete sentence. It's shaking up some people, but boundaries are important. But we don't realize what those boundaries are until we spend a bit of time in reflection, in quiet, going in to that divine spirit within you and within me. It was placed there when we were born, the divine within. And it is waited for whenever you finally said, God within. Not just without and everything is out and down. That's where the divine is also, in everything. But we forgot again. It was in the most important place within us. And it's in meditation, it's in reflection that we can go to that space of quiet and that space of peace and ask ourselves and our divine spirit, our higher selves, what should I be doing? How can I handle this? How can I care for myself appropriately so that I can care for others? Because there's nothing more wonderful in the world. So let's spend a bit of time thinking about reflection. And that is the name of the prayer for this week from Peace Be Still, Prayers and Affirmations for Family Caregivers. Will you join me? Let's just take a moment, take that nice deep breath where it all began. Yes. You shall love your neighbor as yourself. O source of wisdom and strength and love, help me to remember this as I go about my life as a family caregiver. We call you by so many names. We are each on life's journey, struggling to make sense of so many challenges and circumstances. Sometimes I'm totally exhausted and confused. Yet, when I stop, reflect, and rest, I am aware that in order to go on, to serve, to help, to care, I must care for myself before I can care for another. In doing this, I am living this commandment in a way that I may not have understood it before. In caring for myself, I am preparing myself to better love and serve my care recipient and others, my neighbors, each of us, your children for eternity. Help me to salute the divinity within me as I salute the divinity in others, as I silently or loudly proclaim Namaste, Namaste. The divinity in me salutes the divinity in you, my brothers and sisters of the world, children of our Creator, and I see only good and love. I see the divine and I am ready to move forward again, strengthened in love, wisdom, patience, tolerance, understanding, and acceptance. I pledge to love my neighbor as myself today, tomorrow, and always. Amen and amen. Give it some thought this week. Are you taking the appropriate time to care for you? Think about it. Perhaps make some suggestions to yourself. And have a wonderful, wonderful week. And as we always say, onward in love and caregiving. Namaste. God bless. And I look forward to seeing you real soon. Thank you so much for being with me today. God bless.